Spiritual medium Pamela Theresa is so much more than a medium. She is also a physical medium. She can use her energies to help spirits manifest. And she is an empath. She can feel the injuries and emotions of both the living and spirit, including their cause of death, all combined for an amazing connection with spirit unmatched anywhere. And she relies solely on spirit communication and not on psychic impressions known as a psychic read. Everything out of her mouth is from spirit, and nobody knows more about the truth and about you than your loved ones in spirit. They are with you always and want to offer their help and love. What you're about to see are actual spiritual reads. She will be bringing peace and understanding to people who grieve the loss of a loved one and telling their stories from beyond the veil of death. Pamela Theresa, medium in the raw. Hello and welcome to Medium in the Raw. I'm Steve Christian. Pamela Theresa and I hosted a live event at the Alhambra Theatre and Dining. In all, over 150 people turned up in hopes of connecting with their loved ones who are in spirit. And Pamela didn't disappoint. Pamela would be drawn to two friends that had a lot in common. Their loved ones in spirit were waiting to talk to them. And Pamela was about to reconnect them in ways they never thought possible.
Sister? Yes? What, in the white shirt? Nope, don't turn around, look at me. Yes? Yes. Is she in the physical? Okay. Is she not here in Jacksonville? Okay. Have you been worried about her? Okay. So, is your father in spirit? Who's the male figure coming through here? Excuse me, speak up. Oh, she needs a microphone?
Yes, she does.
Yes. Because the whole time, if you notice, as I'm trying to announce, as I'm trying to talk, Spirit keeps going, talk to her. Okay, so there's going to be a theme here. When I get to sides of the room, you'll notice that there's a theme. And it will be true, as I say, it layers up. Who did you specifically want to hear from? But I do have a male. Is it your father?
No, my dad is alive.
Excuse me?
My dad is alive, but I want to talk to my mom.
Sure.
And I was my grandfather.
So this is your father, your grandfather who comes through as a father. Was he more like a father figure to you, as in the way and for? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
in a lot of ways, yes. But he passed when I was very young.
Well, he is. Oh, here's one thing I need to cover. For your reads, there's like when I started setting up the rules, I say, okay, you're going to be the boss of the read, you're the architect of the read. He's like the architect of you. He's the guiding force behind what goes on in your life constantly. So the both of y'all are concerned about your sisters here. Now, which one of your sisters, did somebody give a child away for adoption? If I start linking, and if things start fitting, I want y'all to claim it because I got a lot of people talking behind me, about 300 people. Anyway. It will fit too later on. You might follow the breadcrumb trail, understand that adoption will come up in the next few days, although this might be true for another read. And then also too, who had the problem with their left leg as far as having a real difficult time with the left leg here. And then also too, he's talking to me about the month of April as being a very important month. So it's
Oh yeah, that's my grandmother passed away in April, and I was the closest
Yes.
to her, and that's his wife.
Okay. Well, she's coming through as well.
Would you like to come up on
she's
stage?
talking about
Sure.
this. So
She's coming up.
okay, both of them come up here because it looks like we have family members that have clumped together here for this.
Stairs right here.
You too as well.
You too. Come on up, give him a big hand. Have a seat right here.
Okay.
And their husband and wife, who's coming through.
Oh, gosh. Yes, they are. You want to go stand next to her right over there, sweetheart?
Hold it a second, I'm sorry.
Who had the really bad right shoulder or injury right through here? Ow.
Here you go, here's a seat for you.
And don't worry about it because I've seen people shake their head at me time and again on reads, but you're going to go home and you're going to go, oh, yeah, that was that. But you're needing a lot of help right now. That's what's coming through as far as guidance. Not a negative thing. Don't take this as a negative, but you've been praying for help and guidance in a particular way. Okay, yes, logic says that everybody does that. But private read would be you. Okay, but we'll be, she's gonna walk you through it. Are y'all friends?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna walk her through this process after the read, and you'll help her, because it's not unusual when a read starts coming through to where it kind of puts your mind in like a stasis, in a way of like, what is this, what is this? You'll understand this. Where's the adoption? Where's the, who did you want to hear from? I will piece this together. Was there a child that was given up in the circle they're talking?
I lost a baby.
Okay. No, that's not it. Okay, that's one of the reasons why they're here and talking to you. But who in your circle of friends or family gave somebody up for adoption? They could be here in the physical as well. Does that connect to you? Y'all will understand as the read's coming through and other people are coming up, it will fit as well.
My mother-in-law passed away, and she was adopted. She was given a love.
She was adopted? Okay, because they keep telling me there's a connection, a link with adoption with her. Okay.
Coming up on Medium in the Raw,
Until we meet again, is what she says.
powerful validations come through from the other side.
My mother-in-law passed away, and she was adopted. She was given a love.
She was adopted? Okay, because they keep telling me there's a connection, a link with adoption with her. Okay, all right. Now we got it. See, this is really cool. Thank you so much for coming up and doing this, because y'all are like the first right out the gate to where people can understand how this works. As I told y'all in the beginning, the psychic read is very orderly, but they're talking to me and understand that the language that they use is not as the language of the tongue. It's soul language. So it comes through, and y'all all experience communication with your loved ones, but it processes different through a physical mind, so you have to learn how to work with this. When you're, also too, who painted the house gray? There's a lot of gray here. Show me. And there was, go back.
Years ago.
Yes, okay.
My grandparents' house.
That's what they're showing.
It's
But there's a little dispute over the paint is what they were talking about. So you might have to go and validate this with other family members as far as the color. So they stuck with a neutral. And they're talking to me about color as being important. He's coming through in like a gray suit as well. So you'll be able to find that photograph as how he's showing me. It's actually, the gray suit is not like a suit and tie that he's showing me.
No.
It's a working suit.
Like
yes,
a
he was a
Dickies.
mailman.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell kind of uniform is this? Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
he was a mailman, and he always wore a gray
Yes.
shirt.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry about the microphone issue. Can y'all hear me okay? Yes. Okay, good. I will yell if I need to.
There were in the house.
Okay. Yeah, and so if there's somebody else in the physical here that you can talk to about the painting of the house, but there was a little bit of like back and forth as far as what color to paint. Seems like your grandfather won this argument outside of the house, what they're
Yes.
talking to me about, okay?
Did he
So
go for-
that's one really cool thing about following the breadcrumb trail is you will become the medium's medium, and that you'll be delivering information to others who needed to hear from them. And it's such a powerful validation. They will know indeed that this is who they are, okay? Where's your mom?
In Colorado.
Has there been a split?
She's real sick, and her and my father have been having
Okay,
are having hard time.
okay. Is there a separation, a problem with communication?
Yes.
Okay, because that's what they're talking to me about here.
Yes.
And they're thinking about moving back here?
No.
Are you wanting them to move? What's going on here? Because
There's-
I'm sitting there showing me movement as far as and help and
Health.
Yeah, help. Also, too, your mom is not asking for help.
No.
She's not asking for help, and that's her problem. And by the way, what you've been thinking that's wrong is actually, and I don't know what this is because I don't do the psychic read. Actually, you're not wrong, whatever it is. Okay. So you're getting a validation on this. It's kind of like that hide in plain sight sort of thing. So you don't really have to talk about it.
I thought that we were going to move closer to help them.
Okay.
Like my family would be relocated because we're.
Okay, well, so they're telling me that maybe that may not be a good fit for your family.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense as
Yeah.
to the following of the read here? Your mom can be a little stubborn and hard-headed, and so actually the movement should be it should be somehow or another them moving.
Okay.
Okay, so you're not wrong on that.
Okay.
By the way, legal disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. God made doctors too. Go see a doctor if you need to. I need to always make sure to tell you that. Doctors are important. Okay, so there we go. They're like, Pamela, you forgot to do the legal disclaimer part. I know I seem goofy. I'm sorry, but that's the way I'm able to hold the energy. So there's a lot going on here where you're dealing with a lot of grief. It's easier to be positive and goofy than it is to be. I'm the one that's supposed to hold you up, but I can feel your pain on that. Do you have a little boy?
Yeah.
Okay, is he here?
Yeah, he's here.
Physical.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the little girl?
She's home.
Okay.
I have a little boy and a little girl too.
Look at y'all.
But I have 4. I
She has
have
4
No,
girls.
and a
no.
little boy, a young boy.
Well, that's the reason why you shouldn't really be moving.
Because of my boy.
Stay put where you are. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Okay.
she shouldn't move.
Right. And you wanted to hear from your mom. Now, okay. Did she? Who had kidney problems really bad?
She has stomach cancer.
Okay, right in the back though were we having dialysis and stuff like that going on? Okay, that's what she's showing me.
Coming up on Medium in the Raw,
Until we meet again, is what she says.
powerful validations come through from the other side.
Also, too, she's showing me a very important color, and this is a positive thing, but beautiful red. Red as being a significant color. So, go back in your memory bank as far as, let's see, can you give me a little bit more on the red? Anyway, this might be something private for you as far as a breadcrumb trail moving forward and working with her, okay? Because she'll make the color red 3D for you. So she's bringing that through. That's the way she's going to be working with you. Do you understand how this is going to be? They're going to be working with you, and I'm just bringing your awareness to this as well. What's the month of May, too, as well, in connection with you or your children or your mom? But the month of May, she's talking about number 5 as well. So don't worry about remembering that right now, too, either. She's one of the reads that will go home and go, oh, there's that. You'll help.
And I have a huge connection with me too.
Okay, so you are very linked in the read. Y'all are very linked in.
I was drawn to her right away when I first met her.
Okay.
And I had my grandfather was born in May.
Okay, so he's the one coming through here. So that's right. But it layers up, it doubles up. You'll come to find you're the one that's going to get home and have lots of presents to open as far as the read goes. By the way, you'll never have to worry about remembering the read because they're with you. They will lock it in, and it's like you will have a still trapped memory to the read.
Is she always around me? My mother? I sense her every single day.
So that's right. There's a reason why she was talking to me about the color red, and then also the number 5 as being relevant, and the month of May. So you'll figure that out. You'll walk your way through that, okay? But right now you're so, and it's not unusual to be in the grief process in such a way that you're missing it where she's trying to help you. So it might be as far as, and that's what she's the one that came through and said, she needs my help. So it must be. She hears your prayers, and so you're asking for.
I worry about my father because he's home alone. Is she here? Is she behind you?
Yeah.
You want to feel her?
She's right here.
You can feel her. So pull out right here where you don't feel it. Well, there you are. Let's see. Everybody else move. You'll feel a shift. There's a light warmth right here. Well, I know the light's right there, but you'll feel more of a dense. She's shorter than you.
Just
Sweep right through there. You'll feel the warmth.
nice and slow. Just
You
draw
don't
your
want
hand
to stay
out.
in or exit that way.
Draw your hand out.
By the way, they're solid,
And slowly put your hand in. You'll feel
like we're solid.
something, a little different sensation. Do you feel that? That's her.
Okay. I'm sure we'll be going back to the read, but as you can see, when I was given the 101, it was like directed right over there to begin with. They're starting to pull back a little bit. So,
Is she okay?
of course she is.
She's okay.
She's way better than we are. Remember her as very much alive and healthy and happy and free. She suffered. So you're still kind of in her suffering a little bit, but that's normal, okay? If you can try to exercise a little bit of mental control and see her as the beautiful, think of her in the best memories you have of her, and lock into that. Try to step away from the process that holds you in her suffering, okay? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? As far as there's other elements of reads where I've had to filter an awful lot for you, there is, like I said, there's a lot of private information that I won't talk about in front of all the crowd, okay? So, but try to read between some of the lines of the information she gave, and it will fit for you, okay? And probably in one of the first things that hits your mind. So go back to that. Do you have any questions on that?
The only one I wonder is my oldest daughter had a major heart defect, and my grandmother.
Was it on the left side of the heart? Okay, yeah.
And my grandma was here, but my grandpa had passed, and I've been guided with dreams with my other grandma.
Okay.
Through dreams the entire time. They come and they are all around me,
right.
And they've guided me step by step.
You know how to follow the breadcrumb trail.
I do, and I wonder if I'm crazy.
No, you're not nuts.
Or
I am.
Yeah. Yes, I do, but I just wonder if they're still watching over her.
They're not going anywhere. Their job is not done. Their heartbeat's still on the ground, literally. Their life is still at play through you, through your daughter, through generations yet unborn.
Coming up on Medium in the Raw,
Until we meet again, is what she says.
powerful validations come through from the other side.
Who had the migraines really bad?
Me?
Damn, girl. Oh, the last one is
and
at the right side.
And yes.
Okay. They give you a great amount of anxiety, the migraines. You don't want them.
No.
Oh yeah, I know that's logic, but your anxiety is really centered around that. It's you know how you're worried about. It's weird, but it's not weird. You like to be calm of spirit. You like that Zen state, and you'll have a little bit of battle within your mind to calm yourself down. She's trying to show you that part of that anxiety is actually you like to have control, and the migraines come from out of nowhere.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can fix that, you can fix the angst.
Okay.
Okay, so it's really, you're not an anxiety person, it's just who wouldn't? Because who wants a migraine?
And I don't have as much as I used to, but when she was present, I had them all.
Okay, so it's the fear of them coming, okay.
Okay.
And then also the month of July too being relevant as well.
That's when she passed away.
Okay.
And that's my mom, who has cancer's birthday. She died on my mom's birthday.
Okay. She was reborn.
And I didn't get to say goodbye to her.
You're never going to say goodbye.
And
All of that is orchestrated. It's all, the way the processes of leaving the physical earth is all orchestrated for the highest good of everybody. It was not meant for you to be there.
Okay.
It was important for you to fulfill your mission and purpose, for you not to be there. And until we meet again, is what she says. Okay? But really, a lot of this is going on. You're dealing with who had the really deep voice as the female? Deeper voice.
My oldest daughter.
Okay. Let go and let God. Okay? complete with that one.
Okay.
Give me a hug.
Thank you.
If you or someone you know would like a group or private reading with Pamela Theresa, call 904-238-4359. Or if you want to join the online community and learn more or watch exclusive videos, go to mediumintheraw.com. There you can also learn about upcoming dates for Local Haunts live events featuring Pamela Theresa, Medium in the Raw.